Hi there, this is Derek here from Pacific Coast Auto, once again taking a look at our recent auction purchase for a US customer. This is a 1990 Toyota Estima, also kind of known as the Previa in the USA. This one here is a 2.4 liter inline 4-cylinder with 4-wheel drive. The condition of this one is pretty special because it's got only 26,561 kilometers from original. The entire car is standard, and these Estimas are slightly different from the US spec model. I'm not familiar with the US model completely, but take a look at the video and see if you can notice anything that is different from the US spec ones. I think some of the interior stuff might be different, and I'm not sure that the US ever got the dual sunroof that this one has. So we'll take a look at the auction sheet here and compare it to the vehicle's condition. First off, mechanically it looks really solid. Low mileage, like it has 26,000 kilometers, not miles, and so extremely low considering this car is now 25 years old and legal to be imported. The coolant level is good. Power steering level is right at the minimum here. That might be a little bit low. Engine oil looks good. And the engine on this is a mid-engine, and so you can't really see the engine from here. You have to raise up the seat, but we're not going to do that in this video. Okay, gonna close the hood. And this is my first time buying the, early model version of the Estima. We've bought quite a few of the later models that are slightly different. These ones seem to be a little bit better engineered, I think, but I can't be completely honest about that. I don't know. It is a really iconic design. It's been around for a while. They're good looking in my opinion. I really like the thin A-pillar here with lots of glass on the front, a big triangle glass here, box of glass here, good visibility all around, and the dual sunroof gives it a lot of light inside the cabin. Okay, so let's see what the auction sheet says about the car. I will mention that there are a couple of things on this car that the auction sheet doesn't mention, and so I'll show you. It's good to understand that that's the kind of thing that can happen. Although these sheets are really good, there is a chance that something like this can happen. So, 1990 Estima grade 4 with an interior B and an exterior C. It's a 7-seater with 2.4 liter engine, 26,561 kilometers is original. It's original red, 2-tone, and 4-wheel drive. It's a one-owner car. This is the first time at auction, 4-wheel drive. It says again as a sales point, 26,561 kilometers on this car. Power windows, power steering, ABS, alloy wheels, windshield rock chip, interior dirty, and it says seats have covers on them. If you look at the diagram here, there are some mild scratches and dents in various places around the car. And it says the back left has an A2 scratch. That's pretty accurate. The two things that don't work very well are the AC doesn't seem to be very cold, and the sunroof doesn't work. So this car's been radiation inspected. All the cars have to be radiation inspected or they're not allowed to enter the port. Just to let you know, because that's something that I don't mention in a lot of these videos. And so, thought I'd let you know that. Okay, we're just gonna go once around to the car here. My aunt had a Previa when I was younger, and so I remember driving around in them. Trying to keep the camera steady here. Not very easy. Okay, so 4-wheel drive with a 2.4 liter mid-engine. It's a pretty good package, I think. Lots of room inside. This one's got this light-up license plate on the front and the back. And it's got the corner sonar, which is something that I don't think that the American model got. Also, the headlights are probably different because these ones have yellow fog lights included in them. The wiper arms are a little bit interesting here with the dual arms. I'm not familiar with that in the later model ones, but I could be wrong. This one actually got inspected twice for radiation. That's weird. Okay, the body seems to be completely rust-free everywhere. And so, nice on a Toyota of this era because You know, a lot of Toyotas of the 80s tend to be a little bit rusty. Take a look at the roof. I'll show you where the roof, as many Americans say, big glass sunroof there. Fortunately, that back one doesn't slide. The motor works, but it seems like it doesn't catch on to the tracks or something. It seems to me like it would be just a small mechanical thing, maybe a broken clip or something. Okay, tires are almost brand new tires. They're 2013 tires. Still have pretty much all of their life left on them. A couple of small dents. There's one in the door here. And it's very small. There are two on the other side, basically in the same area. And the A2 scratch in the back. A2 is a medium scratch. This one is right here. Okay, the body itself needs to be waxed pretty badly. It looks like it hasn't been done in a while. And so the body has quite a few scratches, like just mild scratches that you would get from everyday life. And mostly, a lot of them are around the door handles, and they can be polished and put away. Okay, inside has pretty much perfect seats because they're in covers. Inside of the car smells like doors that haven't been opened in like 5 years. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Underneath is very nice looking interior. These seat covers, well, they're not really my style. I really like grandpa seat covers. I don't think that these ones qualify as grandpa seat covers, but they look like they came on there from new. They look like official Toyota seat covers. Okay, it's got one of the coolest things ever in the center console. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, central locking, retractable mirrors, power windows on the front only. All the floor mats are missing in the car, which is something that should have been mentioned on the auction sheet. Okay, the steering wheel is in amazing condition. Gauges look kind of typical of 90s gauges, to be honest. Or they were going for a little bit more design. This is very 90s in my opinion. Ooh, but gives you lots of room for the glove box there. The center stack is okay. It's got climate control AC, but like I said, the AC doesn't work. Even if you turn it way up, it just blows hot air onto you. Corner sonar, that's cool. I didn't know that they had those in these cars. Tape deck, CD player, and a monitor here, and some really old ghetto TV here. It was actually on a little bit earlier. Sony Trinitron. Oh, shouldn't have done that. And the very cool thing in the center console, cool and hot box with ice maker. So you can make ice in your car. That's something that I didn't know that they had. The Land Cruisers have ice or cool and hot boxes, but I don't think that theirs makes the ice. So really cool on that one. Never been smoked in, it looks like. Cup holders here, and free box. Okay, sunroof here with lots of room to see. This one only tilts, it doesn't slide. And an AC blowback unit here on the roof so that the back people aren't too hot. I'm gonna go step in the back. Sliding door is only on one side, and it's a very 80s, 90s thing. Nowadays, most vans have two-door sliding. Now, from what I remember, we had a bench seat in the Previa. This one's got the captain's seats, and so it's a 7-seater. You get 3, 2, and 2. These ones are kind of neat because they can spin 360 degrees, so you can point them backwards if you want your kids to have kick wars. And they've got a shoulder belt here, which looks like it's never been used, and lap belt only when you're doing facing in the rear, because obviously this one wouldn't work. But you can still belt your kids in when it's facing the rear. So very cool on that. Super big sunroof there. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. You can hear something working, but unfortunately it's not the sunroof. Foldy down things. I don't know if these are removable. Yeah, they are. Okay. Most of the time in these vans, these seats, when they fold flat, can make a bed throughout the entire back. And so, likely that's what you can do with these guys. It's really easy to get into the back, and this is a big thing. If you're able to walk through the center here, it makes it really easy to get into the back. And a lot of vans don't allow for that. They have 3 seats here, and so you can't walk into the back without folding the seats forward. And we were looking for a van for quite some time for my family, and that was one of the biggest concerns is, since we've got 3 car seats, you can't fold the seats forward or down when there's a car seat there. And so for people who have a family, that's an important thing. Surprisingly, lots of room in the back here. Most of the vans will have the seats all the way to the back, or like this close to the back when you've got 3 rows. But as you can see, you get lots of space in here. These seats are foldable up against the wall. So the way that it works is this folds completely down flat, and then the entire back folds up on the side and latches on to the handle up there. So you get a pretty big cargo area in the back, and it's completely flat, so it's easy to load and unload things. Okay, that's everything that I wanted to show you for the Estima here. This is the Japan purchase walk around. This car, of course, has already been purchased and is ready for export to the USA. This car actually took a little bit longer between purchase and video. Usually we like to get it within, 7 to 10 days after we buy. This one ended up being sent to the port for Canada by accident instead of the port for the USA, and so by the time it came over here, I was in between visiting this port, and so we didn't get this video for a while. So sorry about that to the person that bought this car, and hope you like the car. The condition seems to be in pretty good condition, and so we'll end the video here. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.